We got a Rylo. Hi, my name is Kirk Warner. I am actually the video producer here at GearJunkie, but I am also a big-time trail runner. So I am actually going to be doing the review today on the Rylo. All right, let's see. Okay, good start. Ooh. There you have it, the Rylo. The magic is in the app. Stickers. This looks like some sort of mount. Rylo to phone. Charging the Rylo. Okay, the mount. We are in business. The Rylo. Okay. So we'll see how this thing performs. I've never used the app. I've obviously never used this camera. I've heard good things, so gonna go into it with an open mind. Probably gonna screw it up a ton, but that's all the fun. So let's do it. This is what most runs look like. Me trying to keep up with Bobby. Right away, this thing is really light compared to things that I've used, being like the DJI Osmo. I haven't had a chance to get my hands on the GoPro Hero 7 Black, maybe next, but thing's super light. Another nice thing is when I stop recording, I don't have to turn it off. If I don't have it recording or I'm not doing anything with it, it'll turn itself off. I don't know, maybe after like 30 seconds. And then to turn it back on, it's really quick. Not a ton of lag time. So I've had a couple days to play with the footage and kind of test it out a couple more times, and it was, awesome. I will say that I was surprised and impressed. So let's just hop right into the things that I liked and disliked, and so that we end on a nice note, let's start with the things that I did not like. Number one, the physical design of the product and the glass that is on the lenses. Since it's a 360 camera, the lenses obviously need to be bulged out so that it can capture everything underneath, around, up top, you name it. But that also poses an issue when you need to set this thing down. Obviously you can set it down flat just like that, but if it's in the little case that you use to hold onto it when you're running, you can't set it down like this. You have to set it just on one of the lenses. And these lenses are glass. I honestly tried to be really careful with this. Every time I set it down, I tried to put it on a soft surface or whatever, but I definitely got some scratches on the lenses, and that was just with one use. So again, the design of it, just when it's in that little carrying case, your only option is to lay it down on one of the lenses. No bueno. Number two, battery life and storage. Now, of course, this thing is going to not last super long because of its size, but it really wasn't very long. My friend and I went out for a 40 minute run. I was recording for 20 of those minutes, roughly, and it died. The nice thing is, though, that you are allowed to switch batteries in and out, and you do not need to charge while the battery is inside the device like some other small portable action cameras. But then, of course, you're stuck with having to own multiple batteries and carry them around if you're going to be out for a longer effort. Not entirely sure what type of micro SD cards this thing can support in terms of storage, but the 32 gigabyte one it comes standard with can only support 30 minutes of record time at that 5.8K resolution. Again, like the battery, that puts you in a situation where you need to carry multiple cards with you if you're gonna be out for a while. Moving on to the things that I liked. Number one, it is easy to use. First off, it's very easy. It's quick to turn on. You press the top button, it turns on. Within about 5 seconds, it's ready to record, so there's not a ton of lag time. Next, obviously, since it's 360, you don't have to be a master at capturing the particular shot you want. You can find it in post, and I actually found that to be super easy to do once you figure out the application. Now, if you're forgetful, like I can be sometimes, you end up kind of leaving this thing on when you're not recording, and you end up killing the battery life. And one of the redeeming factors of the battery is that this thing will just turn off after about 45 seconds of no activity. Second thing I liked was the actual application, or the app. Hold on. This light has been creeping in and it's bugging me. Let me fix that. Okay, there we go. So let's talk about workflow a little bit, just so you guys can get a better idea of what is actually going on inside this app. The first thing is that you can move this thing to wherever you want it to be looking. So right away you can see my ugly face there. You could move it over to my buddy Bobby, who is running at the moment. And then another tap is going to allow you to start running it. Where you want to point is where you just kind of started, okay? So I want to be following Bobby here on the run. If I tap, we can see that I am now following Bobby. Now, let's say I want to start looking at my face. This little plus button here, if I press that, it's going to take a screen grab and figure out that is where I want to be pointing. If I want it to slowly point towards my face, if I move forward a couple frames and have it go up to my face, very nice, I now put another mark, okay? And that is gonna tell the application that I wanna transition from this front view up to my face. And now it's gonna focus on my face until I tell it to move back. So if I pause again, I turn it back to Bobby, set another mark, I am now going to see that it's going to go from Bobby to my face, and then it'll go back to Bobby. Pretty sweet. So that's kind of the workflow, is you figure out what it is, the shot that you want at a given moment. Do I want it to be pointing in front of me? Do I want it to be pointing at my face? Another neat feature of the app is that since there's 2 camera screens, you can kind of put a picture in picture to use both cameras. So if I was to have this frame here, I could also add my reverse camera. And that reverse camera I can adjust just like I would inside the app. You can see now when I play, I've got a double view of my face and Bobby. Pretty neat. There's a couple different views of that picture in picture. I could go a little wider. We could do a split screen between the front camera and the back camera. Again, it's the same workflow. Whatever you're touching is the thing that you're going to be doing the edits on. Pretty sweet. Another really cool part of the Rylo is its ability to stabilize footage. Here is the footage stabilized. Now if we pause it, turn that stabilization off, what? Looks like trash. Couldn't use that footage. But turn it back on, smooth as butter. So the stabilization here is just really, really impressive. So will the Rylo replace all of my other cameras? No, but it will add to my arsenal. I think you still just get that like old school, like fish eye, really wide look that just really kind of isn't great. I think the Rylo has done a really, really, really cool thing with this product and the 5.8K. I've never seen anything like it before, but you know, it has its limitations in terms of the battery life, the storage, stuff like that. And so, I mean, obviously it has pros, cons. It's definitely a cool item to have though. I think this thing's awesome. I don't think it's the most awesome thing in the world. I think it's pretty freaking cool though. Let's finish off the day today with a little bit more footage from my run with my buddy Bobby. If you guys like it, please let me know by clicking the like button. Hit us up in the comments as well if you have any questions or whatever about the Rylo, or tell us about your experience with it and your favorite uses for it. Obviously, I only got out to do trail running with it. And if you haven't done so, be sure to subscribe to the GearJunkie YouTube channel. We are putting out a lot of new content. You do not want to miss it. All right, let's roll it.